Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. And today we have a lot of news from the DevBlog and from the Warships stream last night. So we're going to go in order that these DevBlogs were released, but some highlights of them. There are some potential changes coming to the spotting mechanics of CVs. They have released the drop rate for Santa's gift containers that will be coming up in the Christmas loot box shenanigans that normally happen toward the end of the year. And we are finally getting Italian destroyers and one heck of a Pan-American battleship that we will all be discussing in this video. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Again, we're going in order that these were posted to the DevBlog. So starting with the CV spotting mechanics. I will be reading from the DevBlog. Give me relevant images or artwork I will throw up on screen for you guys to check out. If you wish to check out the DevBlogs for yourself, which I do encourage you to do, linked to those will be in the description down below. So let's go ahead and get started with the CV mechanics. So it says, closed test, change to the mechanics of detection by planes. We're testing a new concept, tentatively called radio, for the detection of enemy ships by planes. The new mechanics are related to the distance between the aircraft and their allied ships. Please note this is the first test of the concept, and if successfully passes, it may be refined further still, and detailed information about how it works will be published later. So, I say any enemies detected by planes will be displayed for the whole team on the minimap. However, only allies who are within a certain radius of the squadron that is detecting the enemy ship will see the actual model of the ship, as long as does not become detected by the allied ships themselves. This distance can be adjusted individually for different planes. In addition, a new consumable will also be tested, a reconnaissance aircraft designed for spotting the enemy so that allies can fire. It can be deployed the same way fighters are, but instead of attacking enemy planes, it allows nearby allies to see the enemy ships it detects. The concept being tested will separate the two main tasks associated with enemy detection. Aircraft carriers will still be able to gather information about enemy team movements, but the concentration of fire on the target they detect will be lower. I said something like this should happen, way back during the CV rework, and in subsequent videos I'm talking about the frustrations of playing against CVs, how they can just spot you and everyone in the entire team could see you. Now this is a bit more restrictive than the one I came up with, which was simply apply the radar spotting delay to the CV planes, because it takes time for the planes to spot the enemy ship, then radio that information back to the carrier, then the carrier has to radio that information out to the friendly ships. But this, I think I like this better if it works out. So it sounds like you can now spot the enemy ships, but they're only going to be 3D spotted, meaning, spotted for everyone to see, for a certain radius around the friendly planes. Now, this could be 12 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 20 kilometers, who knows? And it seems like you can also drop a special plane that just spots for enemy ships within for friendly ships within a certain radius. I would think that, like the fighters, so the planes that actually attack, so like the rocket planes, torpedo planes, skip and dive bombers, I would think maybe those would only have like let's say an 8 kilometer radius of spotting, meaning that they spot an enemy ship, and friendly ships within 8 kilometers of that ship will see that ship 3D spotted. Maybe the reconnaissance aircraft could have something like a 12 or 15 kilometer relay range, where they spot the enemy ship, then to all friendly ships within 15 kilometers, it 3D spots for them. Who knows? Those ranges could be adjusted, and we'll see how it works. Again, this is just a conceptual testing phase. I hope they hammer through something to help with the CV spotting, because it is one of the most frustrating aspects about playing against the CV, is that it can literally just sit on top of you and spot you for the entire enemy team, be it they're 10 kilometers away from you or 25 kilometers away from you. That is incredibly frustrating. So I'm glad that they're finally getting around to handling that. So up next, the drop rates for the Santa's gift containers. This Santa's gift container event is, of course, one of Wargaming's biggest moneymaker for Warships. I know people that willingly spend thousands of dollars on these containers to get the rare ships that they want. So a couple of good news, pieces of good news from the stream. There is absolutely no shortlist this year. They said such on stream. So hurrah No more Makarovs for everybody. So that's excellent. And of course, let's get into the drop rates now. So they say, and I'm assuming they'll probably post a nice little graphic about this probably when the event gets ready to go live. So update 10.11, the content and drop rates of Santa's gift containers. Details about the Santa gift containers. New Year's Eve is approaching, and the traditional Santa gift containers are returned to wood warships. Each gift contains a deserved reward for your achievements through the past year. The available rewards include dubs, coals, days of warships premium count, camos, signal flags, or one of 134 ships. You have specific chances to obtain rare ships as well as tier 10 ships. Santa gift container includes one of the following rewards. The percentage indicates the drop chance of each group of items. So this is the normal gift, the small one that you can probably earn, probably freaking 15 of them through the event. So it says a premium or special ship included rare and tier 10 ships with a port slot and 10 skill point commander, 2.5% of them. So you get a 2.5% chance out of all the items that it can drop. It'll be a ship, and of these ships, you have a 2% chance to get a tier 5 to 7 ship, a 0.4% chance to get a tier 8 to 9 ship, and a 0.1% chance to get a tier 10 ship or a rare ship. So these are rare ships or ships that have been removed from the game. So ships like Jean Bar and the like, Alaska and such. 5% chance of getting 500 dubs, 7% chance of getting 2,500 coal, 1% chance of getting a 30 days of premium, 2% chance of getting 5 of the New Year or Type 3 New Year camouflages, 11.5% chance of getting 4 of the New Year Sky camouflages. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and screenshot these, and I'm just going to read off the chances of getting a ship, because that's probably what most of you are really interested in. I'll just throw up the rest on screen as we go through it. Alright, so the big gift container. So the big gift container, you have a 9% chance of getting a ship, and if you do get a ship, you have a 7% chance of getting a tier 5 to 8 ship, 1.5% chance of getting a tier 8 to 9 ship. I'm sorry, tier 5 to 7 ship, you have a 7% chance of that, and of 8 to 9, a 1.5% chance. Tier 10 ships and rare ships, you have a 0.5% chance of getting one of those out of a big gift container. The big gift containers, by the way, those are the ones that you want to get if you're really hoping to get a ship, because you can get more of them and they have a better chance of dropping a premium ship. And for the cost, you can get more of them, and it's better to get more of those than get less of the mega gift containers or a lot of the normal gift containers. Alright, the mega gift, these ones you have the best chance of getting a ship out of it, but they also are the most expensive. So, for a ship, you have a 16% chance of getting a ship, and for a tier 5 to 7 ship, you have a 12% chance to get that. A tier 8 to 9 ship, 3% chance of that. A tier 10 and rare ship, a 1% chance for that. Alright, and they further explain some of the mechanics. The chances of obtaining a particular reward from a group are the same for all items in the group. If a container drops an item from the ship's group, you will receive a ship that you do not already have. The chances of obtaining a ship from a certain type of container, for example, Santa's Big Gift, never change. If you already have all the ships of a particular group, the drop chances of this group are distributed between the groups of ships that you do not already have in your collection. So you have more premium ships, you have a better chance of getting a ship out of the containers. If you already have all the ships from the list and the Santa's gift containers, an item from the ship's group, you will receive the following compensation. 250 still for Santa's gift containers, 750 still for Santa's big gift containers, 1,250 still for Santa's mega gift containers. So you can almost buy steel here. I mean, it's at an insane rate, but you can if you have all the ships. And I guess you really do deserve to get steel if you have all the frickin' ships in the list and all the other crap too, so dang. The contents of each container are determined randomly at the moment it is opened on the basis of the chances indicated above. The stated drop chances do not precisely represent how many containers you need to open to get the items you want. However, Santa's Gift, Santa's Big Gift, and Santa's Mega Gift containers have the guaranteed drop mechanic applied. If an item from the ship's group does not drop after you open a fixed number of containers from a certain type, for example, Santa's Big Gift, you are guaranteed to find an item from this group in the next container of this type. The guaranteed drop mechanics is triggered if an item from the ship's group does not drop after the opening the following number of items depending on the container. So you have a pity mechanic where if you don't get anything in this many containers, you will get a ship after this many containers, and that is after 99 Santa's gift containers, after 26 of Santa's big gift containers, and after 14 of Santa's mega gift containers. The guaranteed drop count of a particular group resets after an item from this group is dropped. The drop chances of the items are indicated without taking this mechanic into account because it simply forces a certain item to drop regardless of the random factor. And here is the list of ships. Oh boy, I need like freaking 3 screenshots for this one. So yeah, I'll just throw these up on screen. I mean, they're the, you know, all the high tier and tier 10 premium ships. Let's see, did they remove the Caesar from the... They did. No, you cannot get the Caesar in the Santa's gift containers anymore. Sad. So that ship has just eluded my account indefinitely. Alright, so good news there. Drop rates have been published. There's a pity mechanic involved too, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get something if you spend enough money. So a big improvement over last year's, and I'm assuming everyone won't be getting Makarovs this. Well, everyone got Makarovs last year for Christmas. So yeah, not Makarovs, Molotovs last. Was it Makarov? One of those M Russian words. But yeah, big improvement over last year. I'm glad to see they are, in fact, publishing the drop rates in time for the Santa container event. Other absolutely big news that we have been absolutely waiting for forever and is long overdue is finally coming to the game, Italian destroyers. So let's check these out. I know nothing about these, by the way. I do not know how they design these ships or how they play or anything, so let's go ahead and check it out. New Italian Tier 2 to 10 destroyers, as well as Pan-American Tier 8 battleship Atlantica have been added to the game for testing. So Italian researchable destroyers. In the upcoming session of closed testing, we are adding more Italian DDs to the game. Oh god, Italian people, please forgive me. I love your food, but I'm going to butcher these names. And I can't use Google Lady because robot voices get demonetized now on YouTube. Thank you, Google. Alright, so the Tier 2 is the the Curtatoni, I think I said that right. The Tier 3 is the Nazario Soraro. The Tier 4 is the Turbine. Okay, that's a name. The Tier 5 is the Mastrel. The Tier 6 is the Averi. The Tier 7 is the Lucuterigo. The Tier 8 is the Vittorio Cunibeteri. Oh my god. I'm Italian people, you're probably like wanting to stab me with a breadstick right now. I do apologize. The Tier 9 is the Adriatico. I'm assuming that's after the Adriatic Sea. So Adriatico. Adriatico. Oh my god. The Tier 10 is the Attilio Reggiolo. I know I said most of those wrong. The destroyers of Tier 2, Tier 2 and 7 and Tier 10 are based on actual ships of the Regia Marina. Vittorio, leave it just with Vittorio for now. Project of the Destroyer, which is an evolution of the Mastrel class with more powerful artillery and torpedo armament. The Adriatico, a project of a large, well-armed ship equipped with 135mm artillery, in many respects similar to the Soviet destroyer leader Tashkent. Oh, it's just like the Tashkent, but like not Russian. So like original Tashkent. All ships of the new branch have high damage per minute, but extremely low range on the mid-caliber guns and are equipped with SAP and HE shells. In addition, the Italian destroyers are armed with long-range torpedoes. The new ships are equipped with the exhaust smoke generator, and starting from Tier 8, the emergency engine power consumable as well. Oh, and a premium Italian destroyer FR-25 Tier 7, a Guipard class destroyer originally built for the French Navy with its anti-aircraft guns replaced by Italian ones. The ship differs from the Italian destroyers in that it has an increased main battery firing range, which is compensated by a reduced torpedo range. FR-25 is equipped with the Italy's signature exhaust smoke generator. Alright, so I lied a little bit. I did see a post saying that I think the Tier 10 Italian DD has like 300k SAP DPM, and then like even if you don't use the SAP and use the HE, it's like 208k HE damage DPM, which is freaking nuts. They did include the stats here, so we'll be taking a look at that in a second. But before we get to that, this absolute monstrosity of a battleship, the Atlantica. So this is a project of a battleship with British main caliber guns and secondary armament, as well as American dual purpose and AA. Dang. This battleship is armed with 10 381mm guns and 5 twin turrets. The ship is equipped with only armor-piercing shells with improved ricochet angles and firing thresholds. Whoa. The Atlantica also boasts long-range secondary of a solid caliber 10 127mm guns and 16 234 caliber guns with a base range of 7.5 kilometers. What is this? I love it. And it's absolutely massive. Good God. No wonder it's called the freaking Atlantic. It's the length of the Atlantic. In addition to the standard damage con and repair party, the ship is equipped with hydro... Dang, alright. So, So let's take a look at some of these Italian Ds. Let's take a couple of quick looks at the higher tier ones. I'm not going to go through all their stats. We'd be here for like 5 hours with that. So the Adriatico, which is the Tashkent, well, design based upon the Tashkent apparently. 3x2 135mm guns, firing range of 8.5 kilometers, really freaking short. Reloads in, where's the reload time of 6 seconds. Huh. So sap damage is 3,050. The sap can pin 38mm of armor. Dang. Okay, so the Attilio, she has a range of, you can get these range up a little bit with the commander skills and such. Same sap shells as the tier 9, but the reload time is 5 seconds. Okay, that's a bit better. 180 time of 18 seconds, maximum dispersion of 79 meters. I mean, shoot, a freaking, 8-9 kilometers maximum range. That's not really too bad. Sigma of 2.0. Torpedo tubes, she has a range of, so it's pretty much Paulo Emilio, but with longer range torps and not the same torp damage. They have a range of, where's that? Torpedo tubes 2x4, 33. Oh, 13.5 kilometers. Okay, so yeah, much longer range torpedoes than the Apollo. So, dang. These should be interesting. They seem like very close range, just punch you in the face and run DDs. And shoot with sap. If you're good with aiming with sap, you can absolutely rip apart other DDs from these ranges. So they're knife-fighting DDs. That's an interesting choice. Knife-fighting anti-DDs with the exhaust smoke and the emergency engine boost. Alright, FR-25, again, it's pretty much the Gwipard. So the Atlantica, this is what most of you are probably interested in. So 60,100 hit points. Decent hit points for tier 8. 32mm of plating. That, of course, doesn't include if it has some type of icebreaker bow or anything. Maximum AP shell damage of 11,700 with initial AP shell velocity of 804 meters a second. She reloads in 28 seconds with 10 15-inch guns. That's not bad. That's not bad at all for tier 8. 180-degree turn time of 30 seconds. Maximum dispersion of 234 meters. And what's its maximum range right now? 17.4 kilometers. That's on the iffy side. Sigma of 1.8. But the secondaries, though, 10 of the 127s, as they already said, 7.5 kilometer base range, and 16 of the 234s with a 7.5 kilometer base range. Good God. So she goes 25 knots. That's slow by tier 8 standards for a battleship. But with this speed flag one, you're going like 26, 27. Turn circle radius of 800 meters. Rare shift time 15 seconds. Surface detectability surface detectability 14.7 kilometers. Air detectability 11.1 kilometers. And you get damage con, repair party. Doesn't say what repair party it has. Hydrocruiser search is active for 100 seconds and has a 5 kilometer range, 3 charges, and it reloads 120 seconds. Okay, for the Atlantico, I believe this is the last design for a dreadnought style battleship that Brazil ordered after the British took the Agincourt from them. It was supposed to be like this absolutely monstrous dreadnought that was supposed to be like the dreadnought of all dreadnoughts. I think this is actually the medium design for it. There was some design, I think it had like something like 16 15-inch guns or something like that on it. But this is an absolutely massive ship from the way the pictures look, at least. But again, we'll see once she comes out into either testing or we get to look at it in the tech tree with the extended tech tree mod, just how giant this ship is. But this looks like an absolutely just meme secondary ship, and I'm very excited to see how she does in game. But anyway, guys, that's it for the DevBlogs. Quite a bit this time around. I'm very excited for the Italian DD. It sounds like an interesting concept. Close in, knife fighting, anti-DD. Again, some pretty silly gun ranges there, like 8 kilometers at tier 10. But again, you can't get that out with skills and such. Again, good on them for releasing the drop rates for the containers, and I'm very excited to see how the CV spotting mechanics get adjusted. So guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. We live stream right here on the channel tonight from 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time to 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time, so please come out for that. I'll be on YouTube and on Twitch. Again, guys, hope you have a wonderful Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.